Hey, Grimmy here, and today we're actually going to be playing the secret hidden game mode for April Fools in Dragon Ball Legends. It's actually pretty well hidden, and you might not be able to find it first off, but with a few tricks, I guess, with this video actually, it's actually going to show you how you can actually start playing this other game mode. So right off the bat here, you have the home screen, you go to menu, and then you hit Tournament of Power, and it's actually going to change. So instead of seeing the usual Tournament of Power screen that we're used to, obviously, with the grid and the team selection, we're actually directed to this screen, where we get to play Dragon Ball Legends football, which is actually really surprising. Not football like American football, I'm talking football like soccer, right? And it's a very interesting game mode. There are a lot of, intricate mechanics to it that we actually haven't seen in any other game mode, right? So you obviously have your main 6 characters that you're going to bring into the team. We're going to go over them later, but you also have these 5 bottom row characters, and what they do is they give account-wide buffs for each run, but you're not allowed to actually bring them into the fight. You can see right here, for the team that I'm actually going to be bringing in, first of all, we have Mr. Popo leading as a, leader slot character, because I'm actually going to be running Cell Saga. Yeah, I'm going to be running Cell Saga because here you can see that Cell Saga characters get 50% damage as well as HP, which I think is really strong for this event, especially when the aim of the game is to KO the enemy as many times as possible. You're also bringing Super Saiyan Goku, the most recent one, Instant Transmission Kamehameha, as well as Super Vegeta. While he is dated, again, he's included in the Cell Saga team. We also have Krillin from the Cell Saga, we have Piccolo, the free-to-play one, as well as Ultra Cell, who we're hiding in the very last slot to make sure that people don't notice right away. This team, I think, is pretty damn strong, and in terms of how well they can compete, with the added buffs, hopefully it's enough to make this team compete very well. I'm probably going to be relying on either Ultra Cell or Mr. Popo, depending on who ends up being put into the match, but they're definitely my anchors and the ones who are going to guarantee the win. I don't think I want to waste too much of your time. Let's just jump right into the first match. This game mode is actually pretty different in many ways. I do think that it is fairly unique. We have everything essentially, and yeah, we can just run the match. So first of all, hold on. So we got Mr. Popo here, gonna be anchoring for us, and you can just play around with it. It's Dragon Ball Legends football. What is there to expect? You shoot, and that counts as a goal. It's really that easy. And where does the damage inflicted come into play? It goes into play when you're talking about the multiplier that you're given whenever you actually play a match, right? The multiplier of the damage when you shoot, right? Because you'll see that there's a bar there that goes from green to red, and the damage inflicted that you have represents a multiplier. How much of that are we multiplying with the length of the bar? Obviously, if you go full in, that won't really be very strategic because you'll ultimately miss out on a lot of the important effects. You'll go over the goal post, which is obviously not something that we want. I think I'm going to rely on Ultra Cell here. I think Ultra Cell is pretty strong. It's not a Mr. Popo video. This is a Cell Saga video, so we want to make sure that all characters get a proper chance to showcase. And yeah, the stronger your character, the easier it is to kind of take over there. Okay, hold on. So here we have Super Saiyan Goku, and I guess he is pretty decent. Obviously, some people take issue with with Super Saiyan Goku. Okay, and that can get a bit tricky. There are a lot of mechanics that match the usual gameplay that you see in regular matches, right? So okay, no, that's a support character, not allowed. Okay, Piccolo, right? Piccolo, I haven't actually had much experience playing with free-to-play Piccolo, but we can try here. Never mind. This is also a bench character. We're not supposed to use him. There we go. So this is Super Saiyan. Yes, this is Super Saiyan Goku right here. We can go for instant transmission. We missed it again. Okay. It's not instant transmission. Sorry. Perfect vanish. Right. We can aim for perfect vanish. Okay, we got Krillin. Let's see. Perfect vanish. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's really easy, and you'll see the arrow on top of the players' heads. That's representative of stamina. Oh, perfect vanish again. That's awesome. And the stamina bar correlates to how. Oh wow, Mr. Popo there coming in clutch. But the stamina bar relates to how fast you recover ki as well as your vanishing gauge, because that'll be a pretty big difference maker when you're talking about generally how easy the match is going to be, because as long as you can perform these vanishing steps as well as getting ki as soon as possible, getting these strike arts because you don't even have regular arts as you normally would, Okay, there's Ultra Cell right there. Super Saiyan Goku, missed it. Okay. So sometimes you can foul. There are specific conditions that are actually, like, they haven't been really discovered yet because this is a secret game mode after all. You're not supposed to be able to find it. But it's not necessarily a... It's basically, if you do something wrong, you'll get penalized for it. And the opponent will get a shot at KOing in your opponents. You can see how many units I've actually KO'd right there on the top of the screen, the top left. So 3-0, what does 3-0 mean? It obviously means I have performed 3 KOs, and in certain situations when your team fulfills the proper conditions, like say have a Ultra Cell on your team, which is, I believe that's the condition for this specific event. If you have him, what that means is you can essentially get an extra point before even KOing a single opponent. Right, back to Mr. Popo here. I think Mr. Popo's got it. Oh no. Okay, and that's what happens when you have a character with insanely high damage inflicted percentage, because if that happens, you fill the bar up too much. What ends up happening is your character just overshoots, like that, which is obviously a problem. A Piccolo, oh damn. Piccolo is not like the best character. He is a free-to-play unit after all. I'm going to give it to okay, yeah, Ultra Cell. I think it's his time to play here. I definitely think Ultra Cell is a pretty strong. Oh damn, wasn't paying attention there. Piccolo, let's see. Super Saiyan Goku. Okay. As we haven't really seen much from Super Saiyan Goku, I think this is his turn to demonstrate. But yeah, essentially, that's way too rough. And in this situation, obviously, the opponent can score a goal, essentially, in this match, right? But in certain situations, obviously, if your bench character, if your support lineup is good, you get an easier chance of surviving, essentially, and not getting KO'd right away. Piccolo here not really giving us the wanted performance, though he's trying his best, I guess. I'd say this is pretty solid here. I think after this we have time for one more match. You get coins that you can exchange in the exchange shop depending on how many KOs you do in a single match. With 10 KOs you can get like 100 Chrono Crystals a day, which I think is insanely valuable. And you can essentially run this an infinite number of times. I think I'm going to go in again, though I believe that the buffs for scores aren't always permanent. Let's see here for the second match. Alright, jumping into the second match, my opponent actually fulfills all conditions to get additional KOs, additional score, before we even actually play, which is really annoying. I believe it's Ultra Cell, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, as well as Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which I unfortunately do not have those Daima characters, so I'm down 2 points already, and I need to make up for it by performing 2 more KOs, 2 more goals. Okay, here's my bench character, never mind. Oh, Piccolo, there we go. We have, okay, Ultra Cell here. Ultra Cell is a really strong character, let's not forget. One of the bonus characters here, so pretty strong. Hopefully he can perform as intended. Let's go. Yeah, so that's really where Ultra Cell comes in. Really strong character because at his base, he's obviously like, okay, I guess. I wouldn't say that he's super meta-defining or is super toxic, but I will say that Ultra Cell, especially in this event where he's getting a lot of buffs, you can really see him shine and actually come in clutch for the team. Depending on your score as well, sometimes they actually shave off your time. There hasn't really been a discovery for that just yet, just how much time they cut off. But yeah, essentially, if the score advantage is a little too large, sometimes they cut the time just to kind of make the match go a little faster. And it really puts on the pressure for people who aren't running the bonus characters, which is not the best thing, especially for free-to-play players, right? When you don't actually have the required characters because they are gated behind a paywall, right? They're summonable characters, they're not free-to-play. Unlike this free-to-play Piccolo that I'm using right here, well, obviously not the best situation. Still down a KO, but we can still pull it off. But again, the fact that the bonus characters are a free-to-play, not non-free-to-play units, it's kind of a shame. At least it's not like a permanent game mode, right? This game mode is only going to be very temporary. And yeah, I mean, like, we're not going to see it again until like next year, and there's no guarantee even that we're going to see it next year. So I am going to enjoy this game mode for what it is because it's pretty fun. It's a bit different from what we usually see in Dragon Ball Legends, obviously, but I'm not opposed to it at all. So corner kick, there's still a lot of rules, football rules that are still being applied here. Okay, Ultra Cell, let's see. Nice. Ultra Cell coming in, I hope he can save the match here, because we're not exactly in the best spots in the world. Super Saiyan Goku? Damn, Super Saiyan Goku not giving the intended performance here. I was kind of disappointed, to be honest. See here, okay. Let's see. Okay, nice. So Ultra Cell once again. I do think Ultra Cell has what it takes here. It's a bit tricky, right? It depends on your opponent's bench as well, because sometimes what they'll do is they'll use the stronger support characters and weak characters to lead, so that when they have that score advantage, they just need to hold on to it, and they don't necessarily need to score any goals. So that's obviously a huge advantage if you are running the bonus characters here. It's getting close. It's getting close. Nice. Okay, Super Saiyan Goku actually coming in with that clutch entry there. That's huge, right? So now we've evened the KOs, and if we do run out of time, which would be noted by the 90-minute mark, if that happens, we obviously go to extra time, which is going to be great. Because, yeah, I mean, this team is heavily reliant on longevity. Of course, you have characters like Super Vegeta, who are very good early on in the match and kind of taper off as the match goes on. But it's certainly great if you are running a proper set of characters here. I'm going to... Oh, no. Okay, see? We made another violation. I think it was because I performed a perfect vanish twice in a row. And I think that's kind of a violation there. You're not supposed to be able to do that. But you can do it with certain characters. We try to avoid that. That was close. That was really, really close. Okay. Let's see who we're giving it to. Okay, so Super Saiyan Goku again. I think Super Saiyan Goku is not that bad. Again, the fact that he's on Cell Saga means that he is usable in this match. Daima characters are also usable, but I don't have enough Daima characters to build a proper team. And that obviously becomes a huge huge thing holding me back from actually building a team that may win the match. More consistently at least, especially with the extra score, the extra 2 points there with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I unfortunately don't really have that, so it's not exactly an option for me. We're about to go to extra time, which is great. Nice, okay. So whenever we go to halftime or go to full time, well, we get a break, our characters get some additional stamina, and we fight one last time. So we are in a pretty good position, I'd like to say. I think this is going to be Mr. Popo's turn. I definitely think that he's going to be the main character who will save us and get us the extra score that we need in order to actually win the match. Nope, never mind. Okay. Super Saiyan Goku, let's see if we can keep up. Nope. Pretty by Piccolo? Not quite. Nice, okay. Let's give it to... Ooh, okay. That's okay. Another foul. I think, yeah, the excessive amount of perfect vanishes or tackles. I think if you do that one too many times, it gets counted as a foul, which is not the best thing in the world. Let's see who we. Okay, I believe this is yeah. Okay, this is Vegeta, Super Vegeta. Nice. We haven't seen much from Super Vegeta just yet this match, so I'm glad that we actually get to see him as he is here. I think we can get a good moment here. Oh. I think never mind. I really thought it was going to go to Mr. Popo there. Yeah, I think this is going to come down to the wire because extra time goes to 120 and we just about ran out of time. For the first half of extra time at least. Okay, I mean, this match is going to get a bit close. I wasn't expecting it to get this difficult, especially in the early stages of the game mode when only so few people have actually found it. It's a bit challenging, honestly, especially when you are incentivized to build a team consisting of characters that aren't that strong. Here, okay, Mr. Popo. I think Mr. Popo's dope. He absolutely has this. And stamina, right? With the restored stamina, his Ki recovery is faster, his vanishing gauge restoration is also faster. So it's just a net positive. Let's see here. Okay, Super Saiyan Goku. To Mr. Popo there. Ooh, playing aggressively here. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, crap. Okay, this is a bit of a rough spot that we're in here. Not the best situation, to be honest. Oh, this is gonna get tight. This is gonna get tight. Give me a second. Okay. No, Mr. Popo. Come on, Mr. Popo. Oh, damn. That's so annoying. Because of the tackles, right. That's pretty rough on us. Let's see here. Okay, Krillin. I think Krillin is awesome. Krillin is decent. I was surprised they actually made a Krillin so late into the game now. Okay, nice. Vegeta here, Super Vegeta. I think he can come in clutch. Give him the chance. Yes. Okay, Super Vegeta coming in at the very last second there. Damn, that was a clutch win. You know what? I really like that. Awesome performance, man, by Super Vegeta. That's impressive. I wasn't expecting that at all coming from him. He's just a filler character just to make sure that we have a full Cell Saga team. But yeah, we actually pulled that off. That was great. Okay. So obviously, this is not the easiest bit of content in the world. I have to say that it is super different from the usual Dragon Ball Legends content that we usually have to work with, but it is fairly interesting. And as an April Fool's game mode, I do think that it's dumb fun, and you do get actual rewards from it. Even though I do think that it is not very friendly for free-to-play players, but I'd say it's okay. You can see here that whenever you press back, right, whenever you go back, when you go here, right, you get to when you get to this screen, and then you press back, it actually sends you right back to the home tab. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool secret hidden game mode there. I really enjoy it. Hopefully this video was a lot of fun. Yeah, so let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this game mode. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video, if this was a good April Fool's video by any means, and make sure to subscribe so that you're notified whenever I drop a brand new video. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. Bye. Thanks for watching. Never stay perfect. Always get better. Peace.